welcome to IMS YouTube channel. I'm Vivian, the head of studies, Montessori guide, and French teacher, and today I have a question for you. Let's see if you know the answer. Well, my question is, how do you know that your school is a real Montessori school? How can you recognize it, and how do you know that the school respects your child's plans of development and the rhythm of your child's for learning? Many of you parents are here for work and you come from other countries, different areas of Spain, and after a few years you have to go back to your hometown. So how can you make sure when you are going back that you are choosing the best school for your child? We can help you on this important decision by contacting the school, for example. Let me give you some tips starting from your online research to your school's visit. Is your school a real school first? A school is an institution for educating children. To be open, you have to make sure that your school follows the country's law. In our case, IMS applies to Spanish law and specifically to Andalusia's law. After years of paperwork, we obtain the authorization from the Ministry of Education. If your future school is in Spain, you can ask for the center number to identify your school in the BOJA. How do you do it? Well, you ask for the number. You go to this website, juntadeandalucia.es. You type the number in the research. And there are two cases. If your school is not registered, then you cannot find any information. If your school is registered, then you can see that the name of your school is written there and there is when it was applied and all the information about your school. But what is the BOJA? Because we talk about it, but we don't know what it is. It is the official journal of La Junta de Andalucía, where all the laws, provisions, acts, announcements, and texts of any kind are published, which is in accordance with the legal system and by virtue of the constitutional principles of publicity of the rules and legal certainty must be published officially. So it's official. This is a school. To be in the list of BOJA as an international school, the school needs also an accreditation to be globally recognized with standards of excellence. It's a long journey to obtain it, but you have probably heard about it in our school. This accreditation will make sure your school completes a curriculum adapted to the students, the well-being of the staff and students, and the security and safety of the premises. In our case, the organization that accredits our school is NEASC. And this is the website. If you want to check the information, you are welcome. And if you want more information about it, you can also come to me and I will be happy to give it to you. This is why when you visited the school, we always say at the tour that we have three curriculum: La Junta de Andalucía, the American Common Core, and Montessori. Why should my school have it all? Well, it means that it's a safe place to learn and teach. By going to a recognized school, you prepare a better future for your child. And if your school is not registered in the local system, it can be closed down anytime. The Seneca platform for the management of the Andalusian educational system is something also very important. It means that your child, by registering in our school or any school that follows the law, will be directly registered in the Seneca system. What does it mean? It means that it assures that if your child has any special needs, as he will be in the Seneca system, he will be receiving a help from the national insurance that is up to 6 years old, such as Ascenso, and more help after 6 years old as well. Here you can find on the picture the Seneca website. What is Asansol. Asansol pays special attention to the child and their families, providing early care services to deliver specific responses to their needs as soon as possible by using an inclusive support that provides support for the psychosocial, cognitive, and emotional development of minors with needs. Special educational programs in order to achieve true school, family, and social inclusion. Homes for minors who, due to various circumstances, are legally homeless and supervised by La Junta de Andalucía and inclusive summer schools. This is support very important as we work with them in the specific programs for the inclusion of the special needs children. When your child grows, if he is in the Seneca system, he will receive a support that is, for example, a work that is adapted for him in the future. And this is very important that he finds a work where he feels confident and at his place. When your child can drive a car, he will be able to obtain a special card for car parking. These are simple examples that can change and facilitate your child's future by just being registered in a school that the Ministry of Education recognizes. On the picture, you can see the Asansol website. Now we go to the other very important word of my question, Montessori. You choose Montessori here at school, but do you know about it? Dr. Maria Montessori developed a pedagogy with a scientific point of view. Her methodology is unique. She prepares materials and learns about the planes of development of children by observing them many years. She taught teachers to spread her methodology to everyone. Here you can see her on the picture. Today, we have big institutions teaching her methodologies such as AMI, AMS, and in Spain, IMI. How do we recognize a Montessori school? First step, check the website. You should read words like certified Montessori guides. Check out their information if they are really certified. I was checking some websites where there is no guide and it's a Montessori school. Also the environments. You should find the words like nido, infant community, children's house, elementary, 6 to 12, or 6 to 9, 9 to 12. These are important words because these are the names for the classrooms. You should recognize the logo of the Ministry of Education on the website if it's a school that is registered. The second step is book a tour to see the school and feel the atmosphere. You should feel like very welcome by everyone, adults and children. Children might come to you and ask, "Who are you?" And you should find a peaceful and you should feel like in security. You should get the answers to all your questions. Take notes. You should see mixed age environments. New children benefit from older, like models. The age that receives the most benefits are older because they help younger and receive a reinforcement of the exercise. The mixed age is from 0 to 3. Sometimes we have needles 0 to 18 months, 18 months to 3, and then 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. Large number of students. You know, Montessori methodology normally accepts many children in the classroom, but here in our case, we have 25 students from 3 years old with 2 prepared adults who are the Montessori guide and Montessori assistant. Children create social bonds. Montessori develops the social program in a natural way. They will help each other. There are rules in the environment that must be followed and decided by the group. There is a freedom in the learning choice. There is a real community that is created in the environment. Because of that, we should have more students in the environment. But as I said, we are stopped, and this is about the law. Normally, Elementary class should have about 30 and something children. Spontaneous activity, freedom to move. Children are allowed to walk. They will observe others' presentations, very important because they learn spontaneously. They are looking, researching, experimenting. They are 3 hours of work normally. The Montessori cycle of work is very important because this is the moment where children learn. Children, when they arrive, they already have their planification in their heads. We have to give them the choice to work with what they want and when they arrive, because this is the real motivation. We also have to give them the presentations from the guide, the presentations for all the areas, and then there is the free work. Then all the Montessori materials, they respond to the needs of the children. It's like in a laboratory. Everything we have in our lab is essential. All of them will develop skills in our children. The Montessori environment is all or nothing. Our materials are not educational materials. Those materials are useful to the guide. Materials for the development. Children who work with these materials will develop their needs. And what they need to move, they need to touch. They touch the numbers, they touch the quantities. They learn by manipulating everything and by being guided by the adults. Materials are placed in a specific order. They are clean and are beautiful. The classroom is bright and there is an outdoor space where children can work. The colors are very neutral. There are plants, there are materials in the different areas, and everything is at the level of the child. We don't have big chairs for the lunch. They sit at the table where they can reach the table, the chair, they can move the chairs. Everything is adapted to the child. Materials are classified by area of learning. Middle and infant community, for example, 0 to 3 years old, practical life, language, sensorial. In children's house, 3 to 6 years old, practical life, which are the materials that help from the daily life. Language, math, sensorials, biology, geography, and then elementary from 6 to 9, 9 to 12 years old, language, math, geometry, biology, geography, history. You should see a shelf with laboratory materials, and at that age they are more in the abstraction, so you can find an environment with less materials. But the children will be working hard, investigating and researching and receiving many presentations. They should come 5 days a week, because less days do not work, because they can't lay the foundations that they learn. It's a better adaptation. Imagine a child who comes 2 days a week, Monday and Wednesday, and then he is back at home on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then he comes back again on Monday. It's a new routine again. So the adaptation for the child is more difficult. So let's think about how it could be easier for the child. 5 days a week is better. Remember, all Montessori schools work on the same way and with the same materials if they are certified guides. You can see here, for example, in Nigeria, you can see the same materials as in our school. In Brazil or in Japan, they are all working with the same materials and they need the Montessori guides to prepare the environment. This is the most important. And then the children will be normalized. So when they change to a new school, they will feel and get into the work very easily. So remember, what is the difference about teaching and discovering? Discovering is understanding. Children will experiment the learning. This knowledge will give them the truth. And this is why we choose Montessori, right? I hope this could help you a little bit in your future decision. Please ask me if you need any advice and if you have any questions about your your future in a different school in another country. Thank you for watching and see you soon.